Welcome in Thursday's edition of Quick Picks. Quite obviously, it's opening day. Opening day. Shout out to the Astros for sending me some sick-ass gear and a cool-ass helmet. Yeah, always shout out to Game Time. But before we get into our picks for today, I just want to give a quick PSA. Everyone should be following us in the Barstool betting group. Yesterday, I sent in that under at 159.5, dropped 5 points. I wasn't worried about it. Still thought it was going to be an okay number. You did mention on the show, to your credit. I did. However, again, I took 159.5 in the betting group. I had to take the 154.5 here. And where does it land? 158. So you could in overtime. Yeah. 20-point overtime, too. It was... I don't even want to consider it a bad beat because it feels like I was on the right side. I hate people that say stuff like that, but that was one of those where I just was like, hand up, I got greedy. I thought it was still a good number, and it cost us the parlay. But again, if you follow us in the Barstool betting group, you could have gone 1-1 with the 159.5 and then the parlay, unfortunately. So sorry I did that again, but make sure you're following us. Yep. Like I said, that was a tough way to go down, but you're right on the read. Right there. And also Twitter's been acting really crazy. I just tried to retweet the link for Quick Pick, so if you don't see it on Twitter, I'm sure it'll pop up at some point. But since I gave that PSA, I want to go ahead and say I'm playing the MLB today. And a lot of people out there are going to go ahead and think that I'm taking the Astros on the money line. Well, that is one of my picks. It's not the pick for Quick Picks. Okay. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks on the money line. You know who they're playing? Sure don't. They're playing the Cubs. Oh, yeah, Justin Steele, 0-3 his last 3 games against the D-backs. Not just that, but he's given up 12 earned runs. Yucky. Meanwhile, you have Zach Gallen, 3-0 in his last 3 starts against the Cubs, and he's only given up 1 earned run. I fucking love baseball, and I'm so happy it's back. I think this Diamondback team, I was going to take them the first 5, but on paper, their bullpen is better than the Cubs. So I'm going to go ahead and let Zach Gallen cook for as long as he can and then trust the Diamondbacks bullpen to get the job done. Go ahead. Give me the D-backs on the money line. All right. Get you pumped up, right? Come on. Little bit. Come on. I've seen Zach Gallen dominate. Zach Gallen, is that Rico's guy? Yeah. Okay. Happy Zach Gallen Day for all those who observe. Sure. Rico Bosco. All right, I'm actually going to the NCAA today. Oh shit, that's weird. I like a lot of NBA plays. I might put out a few. Spencer Dinwiddie over 5.5 assists is my favorite play. There's 8 games on tonight, right? There's a shit ton of games in every sport right now. I don't remember exactly how many. There's about 8. Yeah. NCAA. This is my favorite play of the day. Arizona team total under 72.5. Duke is the number 4 defense in the nation. They have given up more than 71 points this season 5 times. They've never given up more than 78 this year. They played in, I think it was December. Arizona scored 55. That's tough. Caleb Love's talking about they got a plan for Duke, whatever. Not buying it. Defense. Give me Arizona team total under 72.5. And I believe Brandon took Florida minus the 6.5 tonight. He did not give any reasoning, but I'm sure he will talk about it live on Mostly in just a little bit, as they are going live, which is why he's not here. He's got a marathon of streaming today. He does. He did the Yak. They're going back for the afternoon, and then I'm sure it's going to be here for the college basketball stuff. Yep. We'll be here for ball, so make sure you guys tune into that stream. I think Bosco's coming back to town, watching his Crimson Tide. Big Cat game of the year against it. Game of the year. Speaking of that game, which is Big Cat took BYU plus 5.5, I believe. It moved to 4.5. Just like that. And I will say shout out to Big Cat for always telling us when he's going to place these bets before he actually places them, so we can all get it at a good number before he moves the line. But speaking of BYU, if you haven't taken my parlay yet, I have a parlay. It's featured over at the DraftKings Sportsbook. It's Florida to win. You have BYU plus 8.5 and Arkansas plus 8.5. These are all alt lines. It's like plus 250, so it's not anything crazy. I've put out 4 to 5 parlays throughout this tournament so far. They've all lost by 1 leg, and it's been real close besides that Utah State pick. So this one feels really good. Go bet it right now. Ride with me, sweat with me, and win with me tonight.
Love it. Opening day. What is your favorite opening day tradition? Do you have any? Wearing matching shoes? Oh,
yeah, but usually, like, if I'm home opening day, like, if usually I'm here, but if I'm home, we'll do, like, dogs, burgers, and beers and, like, have a fun opening day experience. Nothing's better than a beer and a hot dog at a ballpark or just, like, watching baseball. A lot of people aren't fans of watching baseball. I personally think it's such a fun game to watch, and it's slow enough of a pace where you can go to the bathroom, you can grab a snack, you can go check the mail, come back, and might not miss anything.
I don't love watching baseball. I like going to baseball games. Going to a baseball game is fun. Maybe a couple times a year, 2 to 5 times a year, I think is great. I like playoff baseball. Regular season, just far too many games.
Another thing I love, and a lot of people don't.
And I would say this about if the NFL was 162 games a year, I would be very apathetic on the NFL too.
A lot of people hate this too, but I usually, like, one of my favorite plays is first 5 unders. I love a good pitcher's duel. Pitcher's duels are underrated. I know everyone wants to see dingers. Everyone wants to see the crazy, crazy bats, but a good old pitcher's duel, mano y mano, I love that shit.
Do we have, and I'm putting you on the spot here, so don't feel pressure to give an answer now, but maybe tomorrow. Do we have any good MLB futures, like a dark horse Cy Young, dark horse manager of the year, which I didn't even know was a thing?
Manager of the year, I also did not know that was a thing. I should probably know that. No, I tried to look at baseball futures, so I was able to put out a full card of baseball today. I went to go look at the futures market, and my brain immediately said, it's still March. You have the rest of the tournament. Don't spin bullets on futures at this moment, especially since I've been so incredibly cold the last 2 weeks in March Madness.
Fair.
So futures, they're for the future. After March Madness, I will dive in. I will definitely put some in, but
I like to feel rich in futures. I like to see the low to mid 4-fig potential payouts. With
those are nice.
Like if the Houston Rockets win the Western Conference title or the championship, I got them 150 to 1 to win. I think the conference. They're going to be the 2 seed. They are not going to win.
Yeah, no, that looks like having that in your account already looks really good. Like right now, I had one of the promos DraftKings offered was bet your bracket, and so I had Florida to make the Final Four, Auburn and Bama to make the Elite 8, and that's still very much alive. And the payout looks good so far. So it's like I still have a little future in there to look at. But again, I went to look at those baseball futures, and I was like, I need to get through this next couple of days, win a couple of bets, literally and figuratively, see some balls go through the hoop, win some bets, win some bets, win some bets, win some bets. And then think about baseball.
I'm heavily tied to the Golden State Warriors' success. If the Golden State Warriors win the division or win the West, the boy's going to be paid.
Paid! You got like Brandon Walker money?
Brandon Walker is not going to be in my tax bracket.
Shit!
If the Golden State Warriors win the
you hear that,
NBA
Brandon?
title. Specifically with the Boston Celtics. Anyway.
All right, so our parlay is Arizona team total under 72.5.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Brandon is Florida minus 6.5, and I am the D-backs on the money line, and that parlay pays out
$5.29.
$5.29. What is the chat like today?
LA Kings money line on the ice plus 130 at Colorado facing the Avs.
So we have ice, we've got basketball, we've got baseball. This is just almost an Equinox-esque parlay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you guys. You got anything else you want to talk about, Che?
I might have some funky plays come out later, depending on injury news. The NBA is just a mess right now with guys sitting, guys being injured. Kind of gross. One player I like a lot, Anthony Black. Name to keep an eye on, Orlando Magic. He's played a lot the past 2 games. Exciting young big wing. But keep an eye on him. I'm probably going to bet him.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show today. Make sure you go follow us in the Barstool betting group, as I started the show with, because if you're looking there, you can see some winners. You're also going to see some losers, but take your pick. And it's all obviously all over at the DraftKings Sportsbook, the best and only sportsbook we use here at Barstool. Also, shout out to Props.Cash, giving us excellent visuals for our bets every day. I need to get in and start to look at baseball and props.cash because I have a feeling they will have great visuals.
Yep.
And also, of course, to Ghost Energy, natural, transparent, 200 milligrams of caffeine, fantastic flavors. To check out the full lineup, visit drinkghost.com. And we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Hopefully after we hit a parlay. Also, go Stros.
I actually won't. I'm going to be driving to Pittsburgh tomorrow, but I have a pick.
He's got a pick. It might just be me here tomorrow. We'll figure. Me and Luke might hold it down. We'll figure it out. But shout out to you guys in the chat for hanging. Shout out to DraftKings. And we'll see you here tomorrow.